What's up, my YouTube family? It's your host, Wayne Chappelle of the Wayne Chappelle channel. And, once again, I always like to remind you guys that, even though this channel has my name, it's not about me, it's about you guys. And that's the main reason that I've come to, YouTube is to, provide this platform where we can share and discuss ideas in this challenging real estate market, that we're faced with today. So with that being said, for those of you that don't know me, I'm a licensed broker here, based out of Atlanta, Georgia. I am a multi-state broker. I'm licensed in 4 states throughout the Southeast. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. And I've been licensed for over 13 years. I've done over $250 million in sales volume and over 1,000 transactions, closed up to this point in my career. And I couldn't have done that, at all without my team and being able to leverage myself to be able to do so. And that leads to the topic of this video. Is about leverage. And, the question that I have for you guys is, what are you doing to leverage yourself? Question mark. I'm curious to get your feedback and your comments and input below. Drop those down in the comments down there. Let's, spark a discussion. Let's have some feedback and share some thoughts and solutions and tips for everybody that, is partaking in my channel, in our channel, I should say. That's what I should start saying from now on. This is our channel. To be able to, provide feedback to those who are looking for information. So I'm the host. I'm just providing a conduit so we can, spread this out to, people that I can't reach individually or in the platforms that I'm doing. So again, I've had, opportunities to speak in front of people, and today being another opportunity to share my unique views and my perspective on the changing real estate industry. And I consider myself a subject matter expert when it comes to what's going on in the industry today as far as iBuyers or all the companies that are coming out there. That's where I position myself. I do have a lot of experience in that space, specifically in real estate. I have sold a lot of real estate, through iBuyers. So I consider myself to be a subject matter expert on that at this point. So when I'm giving my presentations, I use the word leverage in my presentation today to explain to people how to leverage your position in real estate and how to leverage yourself with these companies, the iBuyers that are out there, providing a service to, today's, client and consumers and customers that are out there. Being able to leverage yourself. And like I've said in previous videos, if you're not the nucleus of, what's going on in the real estate world as far as transaction wise, then you're out of the loop, right? And what I strive to say, and I always say this, and I don't like this getting taken out of context because it has in the past, but if you're in real estate, right, and you're not providing value, you're worthless. And I'm not saying this as an individual, right? I don't consider any individual worthless. I say you're worthless in regard to being a real estate professional because you're not providing value to today's, marketplace. And if you're worthless and not providing value, then that's why your business is struggling or why you're not being able to achieve business. And you have to figure out how to provide value. Once you figure out how to provide value, and one of the things that I found is through leverage. So I've used leverage in several different aspects throughout my career. And, I always talk about my team and how I got to the position where I am today, with over $250 million in sales volume and over 1,000 transactions closed. That's through leverage. I could not do that type of volume in my market, right? My average price point is $250,000. It would take me a lifetime to achieve those goals. And, there's nothing wrong with that. I can do that as a solo agent, by, getting, rolling up my sleeves and getting to work. But I always like to roll my sleeves up and get to work. But I try to leverage where I can. And, perfect example is leveraging a team to do what you can't do as an individual. So it's more efficient, and it gets you to where you need to be a lot quicker. So it could be 20 years from now, if I didn't use my leverage to put me in the position where I am today, it could be 20 years down the road from now where I'm finally coming to you on YouTube to provide value, now that I've gained all this knowledge. So I kind of hit the fast forward button, right? I didn't start off this way in my real estate career. Really, tremendous success has come from me in the last 2 years of me being in the business. And that's because I use leverage to get me to this point. And, that's what I was discussing in the presentation that I was doing today, is about using leverage, right? So, people think of disruptors in the real estate industry, and, immediately you want to get a negative, reaction, or, a negative thought process in your mind. But, I highly encourage, and this is what I did in my presentation today, is encourage people to use the leverage. So if you look at, in this instance, an iBuyer, right? So it can be, an open door, it could be a knock, it could be Zillow, it can be OfferPad, and there's so many companies that are coming into this space right now. But if you learn how to leverage these companies and stop getting mad because they're coming into your space and making you have to shift and pivot and do things that you're not comfortable doing, right? Because you've been set in real estate, and your mindset has been set in a certain way, and you're comfortable moving in that. Now things are coming in and disrupting, aka disruptors, disrupting the way you traditionally do business, and it is bothering you. And that's fine. It bothered me in the beginning too, but you have to get into a mindset where, number one, once you get over that piece and realize that, hey, I need to adjust this. This is about me providing value to my clients. And there's always going to be a way that you can figure out how to do that. So, through leverage, you can leverage these companies. And I believe I talked about this in a previous video, where you can leverage these companies, these iBuyers, to benefit your client and benefit you, to keep you in business and help you thrive. A perfect example that I can give you of one of the, and this is really a company, and if you're in anywhere in the Southeast where I'm licensed at, I know you've heard of Mark Spain, and I'm not here to promote Mark Spain. I've met Mark Spain in person. I've known him throughout the industry through many years. Like I said, I've been in the industry for over 13 years. But what I do know is that he has learned, and it's been one of the first ones that I've seen, especially in Atlanta, in Metro Atlanta, to leverage himself to become the top agent in the Southeast. Not just here in Atlanta, in Georgia, but throughout the Southeast. And he's using leverage to make that happen. Number one, he's leveraging his company, Mark Spain, right? So Mark Spain is a company, it's not just an individual, but he's using that leverage. And I employed, the people that were in my presentation, because everybody pretty much knows Mark Spain, to, take a lesson from that, right? Use your leverage. There's tremendous leverage out here. And if he can do it, you can do it too. So don't be threatened and, feel a certain kind of way about, what's going on in the iBuyer industry. Use it to use leverage to, benefit your client and your customer and your consumer. And in turn, you're going to benefit your business. So again, this topic is about leverage. I want to implore you in this video, because it's not really about, talking about iBuyers, what I was talking about in my presentation, but it's more about, what are you doing to leverage yourself? This is a question that I have for you, and I want you to put your, feedback and comments below on, what you're doing to leverage yourself, whether you're, on a team, whether you're leveraging your business in some sort of way. Who knows? I'm curious to know what you're doing and what you're not doing and what you need help with. So if I can help you in any way, like I said, this channel is about you. This is our channel. This is a Wayne Chappelle channel, but this is our channel. And I need your help. I need you to put your comments and feedback below for yourself, for me, and for the rest of the YouTube community here that's on my channel, in my in my space, that are looking for answers, looking for information, to tackle the tough problems that we're dealing with in real estate today. So with that being said, I, number one, feel blessed that you watched this video up to this point. Number two, please like and subscribe. And again, leave your comments below. And until I see you guys on the next video, have a blessed day and go out there and kill it.